Hey everybody, this is Sean Sewell with Engearment Podcast. Very excited to have back on the show Ben Nelson, co-founder of Huck Adventures, and his friend Aaron Cash. We have two major announcements from Huck Adventures to bring to your attention. So get a coffee, strap in. It's going to be a fun podcast. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So last time we were hanging out, Ben, we were cleaning up trash with Burton up in Boulder. That was a fun experience. Had a good turnout for that.
It was pretty fun. I mean, this was something that we'd been working for over 8 months. We were working on this special integration with the app to be able to actually track trash pickup. I can't even talk this morning. I haven't had enough coffee.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw the integration. That was really cool. I mean, we got a lot of trash, and you were literally like, what kind of trash do we pick up? And how many people, like 30-some people plus at least, show up for this?
We had 30 people show up for the event in Boulder, and then I'm still waiting on the numbers to hear back from National Cleanup Day. But before National Cleanup Day, they were estimating between 1.5 million and 3 million people participating in the whole United States.
Oh, that's incredible. That's really cool. And to be a part of that, that's monumental. Be better next time too.
Exactly. And they really wanted to test us out with this integration with a small scale to start, because next year they're going to be working with us with World Cleanup Day and Earth Day to really help track how much trash is picked up in the whole entire world.
Wow.
So this was like a test project for us to prove that, yes, we could actually do this integration and make it successful, so we could really push it out next year in 5 languages.
Oh, that's incredible. What a big goal. And then so cool to see it being tested in the real world and really work. That's really cool. So speaking of that, you're mentioning the Huck App integration. And the Huck App is now live on the App Store and Google Play. And I've enjoyed being in the test flight program with a lot of other beta testers and seeing the improvements and the feedback you guys have been so receptive of and implementing changes. So now it's live. So right now you guys can go to the App Store and check it out and download it and become part of the community, which is really cool. I'm sure it took a lot of effort and a lot of time to build that app the way you guys wanted it to.
Oh, we haven't even stopped.
I know, right? Constant development.
Constant development. I mean, we currently launched the beta to be live for the Colorado market and anyone else in the United States. I do have to say, with us trying to focus directly on Colorado, we're not going to have very much focus on other cities or states in the United States. So I advise anyone that's downloading in another city or state, just wait till we get there.
Oh, sure.
We will get there at some point, and we just need to be able to get all the bugs out of the system first.
I agree with that. You want to walk before you run and try and nip everything in the bud you possibly can. It's a good-looking app. I've enjoyed the community aspect of it. So app is live. It's functioning, but there's even a bigger announcement you guys have.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
The big announcement is the fact that we have launched a pre-sale for what we like to consider the Huck Token. And what the Huck Token is for outdoor recreationists is it's the first outdoor recreation token built with crypto that will actually be able to reward our users for being able to create content, keeping a perfect rating on the app, being able to do bug sleuthing, being able to help create different aspects. I'm sure Aaron can go into a little bit more detail about this.
Yeah, it's actually really, really cool. Not only being the first, but leveraging the power of blockchain and cryptocurrency for the outdoor industry. Not only being able to use the app, but incentivizing users to participate in the actual Huck community. Like Ben was saying, blog posts, finding bugs. You'll actually be able to use the Huck token to purchase swag, gears, even pay for trips on the platform.
Oh, how cool is that? So it definitely incentivizes the user to participate in the community at different levels.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
As I like to say, it's like, you can use Facebook, you can use Instagram, you can use LinkedIn, you can use Snapchat, you can use Twitter. But you're never going to get rewarded for anything you post.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah. It is time and effort on anybody's part putting up content, so why not reward them for their efforts?
Right.
Correct. And, how I always thought about this was the fact that, we want to build a community that is engaging to the users and has tons of content. So if a beginner downloads the app and goes through our content section and they're like, I want to learn about splitboarding, which you specialize in. They can actually like have posts populate and then learn about splitboarding, find other people they can learn from. And we want to be able to reward people that help those beginners like get into new sports.
That's awesome. That'll only help people in the bigger scope of everything. It's a great thing you're doing. So there's a lot of questions I have about the Huck token because I'm new to cryptocurrencies and all these things. So what is blockchain, third-party blockchain, and all this?
Well, essentially, the Huck token is an ERC20 token. It's using the Ethereum blockchain. It's one of the first. Actually, the blockchain came out in 2015. It allows users to build contracts and their own individual tokens, kind of build up their own little micro communities. Yeah, different economies. Ecosystems.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of that one actually. I know I've gone on to like Bitcoin stuff, and I've seen a few different ones. That one with the E was the one I definitely saw.
Yeah, it's actually, I believe, the second most popular crypto in the world right now.
Oh wow, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So Huck tokens are digital tokens that have value based on Huck products and services. For example, you mentioned bug sleuthing, blog posts. What else would be those products and services to earn a Huck token?
You can earn rewards for doing a gear review, posting a blog, inviting a guide to sign up. And that's like any type of guide, from river rafting guide to a climbing guide and everything in between.
Oh, wow.
Being able to invite friends and get rewarded. Finding and reporting bugs. That's a big one for us because we're a bootstrap startup. So we like people to tell us when there's a bug or an error on the app because it's valuable to us, because the sooner we fix it, the sooner we'll have a better experience for everyone else. And then also content submission, and that's like custom videos to be able to be used in our commercials, as well as custom photography content that can be used in advertising as well.
Oh, that's cool. And a lot of people want to create content to show off their skill sets or for their own vanity. And this is even more encouraging because it creates content for you guys and for them as a platform to share it. So, and they get rewarded.
Yeah, you don't just have to be an outdoor enthusiast to participate in the Huck community. Being a blog sleuth or content creation, that kind of thing. Huck token is for everybody, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, I dig that a lot. I have a lot of friends who've helped with the beta testing. They've enjoyed the community and the posting and like the camaraderie. A lot of them have found friends through it, which I think that when we first met, that was like the end game goal was to find other people of like-minded passions and go meet up with them and kind of see that they're vetted and not just somebody off of Facebook or who knows where you found them. So you have a lot of depth and levels to Huck that are just, every time I see it, Ben, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, one of the crazy things that will also be rewarding people for is being able to be a good person on the app. And what I mean by that is when you meet up with someone on the app and you have an experience, you're able to rate that user based on, did they show up? Mm-hmm. Did you feel safe with that person? And also being able to ask for the user to give a compliment that can actually be positive review that's actually like a compliment that goes on someone's profile.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're going to also reward people for keeping an average of 4.9 or higher for being a good person actually showing up. I mean, I'm sure you've experienced this before, and most outdoor recreationists experience the fact that outdoor recreationists are sometimes not reliable.
Oh, you think? Yeah. Definitely encountered that. Yeah. Beyond oversleeping. Lots of excuses. Yeah, so it's like kind of relate to like an Uber or something like that, where you would rate the driver and they can rate you.
Exactly.
And that keeps things honest, and people are like, okay, this person is of this background. He or she does have this safety skill set, knowledge base, punctuality, all these really important things to that person.
Yeah, you just can't, you're not allowed to rate someone based on personality, just on safety and reliability.
Okay.
And we make it easy. We have a sad face and a happy face. There's no 4 other categories in between.
I like that.
Yeah,
very
keep it simple.
Yes, want simple. Oh, that's very exciting. All right, so anything else you want to bring to our attention for the readers and listeners about Huck going on?
Well, we can definitely talk about some of the benefits.
Yes.
I'll cover a few of them. I'll let Aaron cover the rest. Some of the benefits when it came to the Huck token that I wanted to be able to create for the user was not only being able to allow users to be rewarded, but they can use the rewards for everything from earning trips on the platform, buying gear on the platform, buying outdoor recreation insurance from our partner with Buddy Insurance. I mean,
that's a big one right there.
That's a huge one because, I just talked to the CEO of that company and we were discussing the fact that, there's a lot of outdoor recreationists that, they might not pay for insurance that they need. And then they start getting into the problems with having GoFundMes because they were in a ski accident. Mm-hmm. And if you actually have insurance to cover you, then you don't have to worry about that problem. So we're going to actually allow users to actually earn their insurance through doing actions within the app that they can wind up more essentially get free accident insurance for the outdoors.
I see this as a huge plus for a lot of dirt bags. And I love that word dirt bag because they're on a very low income. They love climbing. They love being outside. If they can earn something that would otherwise be something they had to pay for, like insurance, that's huge. And I'm sure they would go above and beyond to earn that service.
Exactly, because they're already doing these actions. They're just not doing it inside the Huck platform yet. Mm-hmm. So you take them from like doing their everyday thing, which is, hey, they might have a background in splitboarding or skiing, or they're a river rafting guide. They can take their knowledge and create educational content on our platform and maybe be rewarded for it by just taking what they already know.
Oh, it's so much better than doing it just for the gram.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it for the insurance.
Do it for the insurance. Do it for the trips.
Exactly. Okay, so you covered some of the benefits.
Well, we still have a few more.
Yeah,
benefits.
there's a few more.
Yeah, I mean, all the content on the Huck platform is verified through our AI verification and actual human beings. So that's another way to earn Huck tokens. We actually have human verifiers going over content, checking the validity of the information.
Oh my goodness, that's huge.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
kind of follows in line with the whole blockchain. Verified transactions, verified information.
That's so needed in media. I mean, I run a media company myself, and I know how easy it would be to just plug it full of BS.
Right.
Yeah, so no BS here.
Yeah,
this is great.
We want to offer users quality content. Lead them on the right direction. Solid gear reviews.
Yes.
That kind of thing. It's not paid.
Yes, I always feel like when you read an article, I won't mention magazines, but you definitely get the idea that it's a paid placement.
Yeah.
And a lot of readers might not catch that, but I've been in the industry long enough to know when it is. And it's kind of, I feel unethical, but it is what it is. I like this approach a lot better, honest, integrity, and rewarded for good quality.
Right.
Yeah, so when say for instance, someone writes a blog post, there's certain details that you have to match with the blog post, having over 1,000 words, checking on the right boxes. You submit it, it automatically gets verified by Google AI. After that, you get tokens that are put into your account and held for 30 days. In that 30 days, we have a human verifier that actually goes and reads the article to make sure everything is good that you wrote. And that helps to weed out, like what you said, like BS content.
Oh, yeah. And that's great. You have 30 days. So it's like, what's that with the mortgage? Money goes into escrow.
Yeah.
It's an escrow.
Exactly.
You need to like make sure that it's legit, and then you get paid.
Yeah, and that's what Aaron said a little bit ago, and that's like you don't have to be an outdoor recreationist to participate in earning rewards because, technically everyone should be an outdoor recreationist, but I'm just saying if you're good with grammar and writing, you want to be like one of our proof editors to actually like verify content, you can earn money doing that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Maybe also somebody's like laid up and they can't get out and do activities, and they're like, I know climbing really well, but I can't climb because of whatever injury. They can put them to work.
Exactly.
Put them to work.
There's a lot of positives here.
Yeah, and there are multiple options too of what you can do with your Huck tokens. We call it cashing in or say cashing out.
Okay.
Essentially, you can cash in your tokens on the platform to buy swag, pay for gear, free trips, that kind of thing. Well, not free, of course, but
sure.
Using those Huck tokens. And then, of course, cashing out on the exchange and turning those tokens into cold hard cash, essentially.
Oh, wow. Okay. A lot of ways to earn and reward.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And then when it comes to the global marketplace, when we launch internationally next year, it's going to help a lot because we'll have our own currency for the app. So it doesn't matter what country you're in, you can be providing content in the country you're in for that language, if you're writing content for us for, say, the Spanish community or Portuguese or German or Italian, you can be creating and earning these Huck tokens no matter where you are at in the world. And it's just going to keep on helping us grow the community worldwide.
That's awesome.
And the great thing about it is we're also going to be sticking to our values and our mission for the company, and that is giving back to our nonprofit partners.
Great. And who would those partners be?
So we have Leave No Trace, Clean Trails. My mind's going blank.
I didn't catch you off guard with that one.
You did catch me off guard off that one. Well, I'll go back to that while I pull that up because I don't want to misrepresent our partners.
Oh, absolutely.
But we'll be attaching a transaction fee for any transaction that's done on the platform, and we're actually donating our full transaction fee to our nonprofit partners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's something you don't see anywhere else, actually. Normally transactions are going straight to the company, the fees, but not for us. We're all about giving back to the community.
Wow, that's really great.
And that's the great thing about being able to create a reward system on the Ethereum platform is if you're using another way to transact money, you're looking at like 2.5 to 3.5% transaction fee, which is money you're losing. But with us actually doing everything through our tokens, we can actually cut back that transaction fee and then on top of it, give it back to our nonprofit partners.
Oh, that's great. You know, as a small business owner myself, there's always a transaction fee. They always get you. And you guys found a way around that. That's great.
We did. So some of the nonprofit partners that you asked about is Leave No Trace, Clean Trails, World Cleanup Day, She Jumps, Adaptive Adventures, Paradox Sports, Big City Mountaineers, and National Cleanup Day. And we're also talking to about 4 other nonprofits we're hopefully bringing in soon. They're going to cover the cycling aspect, the water aspect for rafting, and then we're also looking at another nonprofit partner to cover the climbing aspect. I just can't talk about their names until we...
I definitely understand how that goes. Well, you have enough listed right there that's already super benevolent. That's great. Wow. Well, I'm really excited for you. I've been excited for the Huck Adventures platform to grow, and it's awesome. And meeting people in the community, awesome. The app is live, awesome. Huck Token, sounds awesome. And so what does a Huck Token look like?
Well, everyone will be able to see after this podcast because we're currently live on the marketplace, and you can go to hucktoken.com. But this was a very unique project for me because, I was always drawn as a kid to Huckleberry Finn growing up in Missouri. And when I was doing research on what coins actually look like back in the day of when Mark Twain was born and in the same era of when Adventures of Huckleberry Finn came out, well, when it was based, we chose 1835 to be the symbol of the coin. Mm-hmm. And we actually took what we could find for coins from 1835, and we actually mocked up the Huck token to look like the coin from 1835. 2 reasons for that is the fact that Mark Twain was born in 1835, and he based the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn between 1830s and 1840s. And so we completely replicated what the coin actually looked like in 1835. So it actually has 1835 on the bottom, has the same amount of stars representing the 13 colonies. And we replaced Lady Liberty's face with a straw hat.
It's very creative.
So I'm always purposeful when it comes to branding and sticking with, the reason why we chose Huck Adventures as a company name. I mean, Huck Adventures, it really symbolizes America in a way because, Huckleberry Finn was America's true dirtbag. He never wanted to...
Never thought about it that way. I like that.
He never wanted to conform to society. I mean, women would try dressing him up in dresses, and he's like, no. And he would run into the woods naked or without his clothes. And he was always progressive. He was always progressive in his beliefs and his thoughts, and he was accepting to anyone. And that's what Huck Adventures stands for. It's being completely inclusive to everyone. And that's why, when you look at our nonprofit partners, we've partnered up with Adaptive Adventures to make sure that we can actually bring in adaptive athletes now and not be the company that waited 5 years. We want to make sure everyone feels inclusive on the Huck platform.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. My younger brother with special needs, and singing groups like this, include him, was just to pull at my heartstrings. It was beautiful. So you guys are doing a lot of things right. It's really
Thank
cool
you.
to see. Really cool to see. Gosh, is there anything else you want to cover? I mean, every time I talk to you, it's like just layers of an onion of awesomeness.
So like the transition, when you think about cryptocurrency, there is kind of a learning curve, but we make that transition smooth, seamless. We have how-to videos on how to transfer Huck tokens, how to put them in your wallet. We make it very, very easy for non-technical people to utilize and trade Huck token.
Oh, great. You know, I get asked that sometimes too, how to use Bitcoin and stuff like that. I mean, you're going to show the user how to go through like Coinbase or whatever services. And
Yeah, exactly. And how to use the your wallet and transfer to and from, best practices, how to be safe and secure with your Huck token. Mm-hmm. You know, things
that's
like
very
that.
important because it is, aside of us, it is very daunting. And even when I approached it, it was very daunting and very confusing. And you're like, what is this? You know?
Well, exactly. I mean, my sister-in-law said it best recently, and she's like, I don't understand cryptocurrency. How am I going to use this? Mm-hmm. And I was like, do you understand how to use a point system like Southwest Airlines or any credit card that has a point system? And she's like, absolutely, yes.
That's a good analogy.
And I was like, well, that's the best thing about the Huck, because you don't need to know anything about crypto, because on your profile, it will show what your tokens are worth at the current time. And everything works on a point system that's attached to the token. So you can actually just switch a switch and go, I want to see dollar values, or I want to see just my points that I can apply to other stuff.
Wow.
So we're going to make
Very
it
easy.
like so easy that my 8-year-old nephew can go do it.
Yeah, even your grandma.
Nice. Very well thought out, guys. Well, Aaron and Ben, thank you for walking me through this and the readers through this, listeners. I'm very excited for this. Always a pleasure chatting with you, Ben. And what's next on the horizon for you past this?
Well, past this, I mean, it's October now, so of course it's going to be ski season coming up.
That's right.
So we are planning some different things for ski season. I don't really want to talk about it because you've had me on the show so many times that I tell you, oh, we're launching in May. Then it winds up being September.
Nature of the beast.
Nature of the beast. But we're working on some special things during the ski season, especially in Colorado. And one of our goals is to help cut down traffic on I-70 by matching people based on ski pass, skill level, and availability, as well as sport. So we're going to be working towards that effort for the ski season in Colorado.
That's so awesome. Damn, Ben. Very cool. All right, I won't pick your brain anymore. Those are big things, really big things. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys being on the Engearment.com podcast. If people want to learn more about Huck Adventures, where should they head to, Ben?
To learn more about Huck Adventures, I mean, pull out your phone, download the app.
Well, there you go.
You can get it on Google Play or on the Apple Store. You can also find out more about us on huckadventures.com. And if you're interested in purchasing Huck Token when we launch the pre-sale, you can actually go to hucktoken.com.
Perfect.
And we did not go over this, but just really quick on the pre-sale for the Huck Token. For people that actually want to invest in the community early on to be able to invest in trips and other things and support Huck Adventures, you can go to hucktoken.com, and when you participate in the pre-sale, you'll be able to earn bonuses anywhere from 10% to 40% extra tokens.
At pre-sale.
At pre-sale.
So you definitely want to jump on this, listeners and readers, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big point. Glad we didn't skip over that.
Yeah, and there's a limited supply, so
Oh, definitely. Okay.
yeah, the race is on.
Yeah, okay. So definitely I'll put the link in the show notes for the readers and listeners to go to get the pre-sales.
Sounds good.
Awesome,
Perfect.
guys. Well, that was Aaron Cash and Ben Nelson from Huck Adventures. As always, a pleasure, guys. And listeners, thanks for checking out the Engearment.com podcast. Random fact, this week we're number 9 in Russia for fitness podcast. No idea how that worked, but it's pretty neat. So the world's a fascinating place.
Yeah, cool
Congrats.
stuff.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good
Appreciate
work.
it, guys. All right, till next time, guys. Sean Sewell, Engearment.com podcast. Take care.